What if I told you, you're not living in reality? You're living inside a mirror, not a glass one, not the kind that hangs in a hallway, but a mirror made of energy, of vibration, of consciousness. And this mirror doesn't reflect what you look like. It reflects what you believe, what you feel, what you expect, what you carry, even when you pretend not to. You wake up every morning and step into a world that looks solid, objective, external. But what if it isn't? What if everything you see, the people, the problems, the patterns, are not happening to you, but being projected from you? Not as blame, not as punishment, but as a perfect reflection of your inner frequency. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how the same types of people show up in your life? Again and again? Different faces, same dynamic. Or how no matter where you move, you carry the same story, different city, same struggle. That's not coincidence. That's not bad luck. That's the mirror. It reflects your vibration, your wounds, your lessons, your energy signature. You can say all the affirmations in the world. But if deep down you believe you're unworthy, the mirror reflects that. You can smile and say, I'm over them. But if you're still angry inside, the mirror responds. You can work harder, hustle more, chase success. But if your core belief is, I'm not enough, then reality will always find a way to mirror that story back to you. And the mirror has no bias, no opinion, no filter. It doesn't care if you're spiritual, successful, or sincere. It doesn't respond to who you want to be. It responds to who you are now, below the surface, beneath the mask. So if your relationships feel empty, if your money always slips away, if your purpose feels distant, stop blaming the mirror. Start studying the reflection. Start asking, what am I projecting? What emotions am I still holding? What hidden beliefs am I carrying that life is showing me again and again? Because if your reality is a mirror, then it's not your enemy. It's your teacher. And that is the beginning of power. In the next part, we'll explore exactly how the mirror works and how to shift the signal you're broadcasting so that what's reflected isn't your past pain, but your conscious creation. You don't have to fight the world. You just have to change what you're sending into it. The mirror of reality doesn't respond to your wishes. It responds to your wiring, not what you say, not what you hope, but what you broadcast from the deepest levels of your being. And that broadcast, it's shaped by many layers: your childhood, your traumas, your beliefs about love, safety, success, your inner voice, the one you don't even hear anymore because it's been whispering the same thing for years. I'm not enough. People always leave. Nothing ever lasts. You may not speak those words. You may not even think them consciously. But if they live inside you, they echo. And the mirror always reflects the echo. That's why so many people get stuck. They try to change their lives by changing what's outside. A new job, a new partner, a new house, a new affirmation. But the mirror doesn't follow the mask. It follows the frequency. So until the inner program changes, the outer world stays the same. Different form, same reflection. But here's the breakthrough. The mirror is not fixed. It's fluid, responsive, intelligent. It's not here to punish you. It's here to reveal you, to help you see what's still unhealed, what's still hidden, what you're ready to rewrite. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this showing me about me? That toxic friend, do they reflect your old belief that love must be earned through pain? That job that drains you, is it mirroring your belief that your worth is tied to suffering? That endless cycle of scarcity, does it echo a childhood story that there's never enough? These aren't punishments. They're patterns, repeating not to hurt you, but to awaken you. Because once you see the pattern, you can change the programming. And that's where the shift begins. Not with forcing, not with pretending, but with awareness. In the next part, we'll go deeper. How to identify your inner signals, how to clear what no longer belongs, and how to start sending a new message into the mirror so that reality begins to reflect who you're becoming, not who you've been. If your life is a mirror, then your reality is a reflection of your current signal. And here's the secret. Your signal is made up of more than just thoughts. It's the total sum of your beliefs, your emotional state, your nervous system patterns, and your sense of identity. This is why surface-level changes don't stick, because the mirror doesn't change until you do, not on the outside, but at the level of being. So how do you shift the signal? You begin by listening, not to your mind, but to your emotional signature. Ask yourself, right now, how do I actually feel most of the time? Not how you want to feel, not how you pretend to feel, but what is the vibration you live in? Is it worry? Is it lack? Is it guilt? Is it control? Is it needing to prove your worth? Because that feeling, beneath the words, is what the mirror reflects. To shift the mirror, you must shift the message beneath the mask. And that means doing something most people avoid. Sitting with the truth, feeling the pain, naming the belief, letting it rise without judgment, and then, not fighting it, but reprogramming it. Reprogramming doesn't happen in the mind alone. It happens through the body, through repetition, through emotionally charged choices. You begin speaking a new belief, not just with words, but with energy. You choose a new frequency and breathe it into your cells. You act from it. You walk like it. You speak as if it's already true. Not to trick the mirror, but to inform it. Because the mirror listens best to what you truly embody. Not what you say when you're trying, but what you believe when you're still. So here's your practice. 1. Observe your reflection without judgment. 2. Identify the feeling beneath your patterns. 3. Interrupt the loop by choosing a higher truth. 4. Feel it fully in your body, daily. 5. Act from that truth even before it shows up. This is the start of true reprogramming. You're not just reacting to the mirror, you're becoming the source. And in the next part, we'll go even deeper into how the mirror principle reveals your blind spots and how you can use those exact moments to quantum leap your reality. The reflection is waiting. It's listening. What will you send next? You've been doing the work, becoming more aware, more present, more intentional. And then, someone says that thing, someone ignores you, something slips away, your chest tightens, your body flinches. The old emotion rises fast. You've been triggered, and everything in you wants to say, "Why is this happening again?" But pause, breathe, look closer. The mirror is speaking, not to punish, not to torment, but to show you what still lives inside. Because here's the deeper truth. Your triggers are treasure maps. They mark the places where unhealed programs are still shaping your reality. If you feel rejected, maybe the root is you rejecting yourself first. If you feel unseen, maybe you're still hiding your real self. If you feel unworthy, maybe you've been trying to earn love instead of receiving it freely. It's not about blame, it's about clarity. The mirror doesn't lie, but it also doesn't hate. It simply reveals. So next time a trigger hits, don't run from it. Sit with it. Ask, what belief is this touching? Where did this begin? What is this reflecting about how I see myself? What truth am I now ready to install in its place? Because here's the secret. Most avoid. Every trigger is a portal. If you're willing to feel, to stay, to witness without reaction, you can rewrite the program at its source. And when you do, the mirror shifts. The world stops showing you rejection because you've accepted yourself. It stops sending you scarcity because you've remembered abundance. It stops bringing the same lessons Because you've learned them. You don't fix your reality by fixing others. You reprogram it by feeling fully and choosing again, this time from presence, not protection. In the final part, we'll bring it all together. How to live with the mirror, not against it. How to create with intention. And how to become the kind of presence that transforms every reflection. Not through effort, but through energy. You've met the mirror. You've seen the shadow. Now, let's become the light. You've looked into the mirror. You've seen the shadows. You've felt the pain. You've rewritten the code. And now, something has changed. Not out there, but in here. The same world still moves around you, but it doesn't define you. Because now you see it for what it is. A reflection, a dialogue, a living feedback loop between your inner state and your outer experience. You no longer fear your triggers. You thank them. You no longer chase results. You tune your energy. You no longer try to force reality to bend. You become the frequency that calls forth what's meant for you. And when you do that, the mirror softens. It stops reflecting your wounds and starts mirroring your truth. Peace begins to show up, not because you earned it, but because you stopped vibrating in resistance. Support appears, not because you chased it, but because you became open to receiving. Love flows in, not because you begged for it, but because you became it. This is the power of the mirror principle. It's not a theory. It's a way of being. It invites you to stop trying to change the world and instead change the signal. Because the clearer you become, the clearer the reflection becomes. So now you ask different questions. Not, why is this happening? But, what is this reflecting? What am I being invited to shift? What would I see if I looked with love? And when you live like this, as the source, not the seeker, you become the mirror itself. You walk through life and others feel seen, not judged, not fixed, just mirrored back to themselves. So the next time reality reflects something painful, don't resist it. Look deeper, ask softer, and shift inward. Because the outside isn't outside. It's showing you, you. And the more you return to yourself, the more the world will return to its truth. You are the mirror now, and everything reflects your light.